China is rapidly transforming its military into one of the most powerful forces on the planet. Did you know that China now possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, nearly quadrupling its arsenal in just 5 years? This explosive growth isn't just about numbers, it's about reshaping global power. China's military strength is stronger than most people realize. But how much do you really know about the scale and sophistication of China's 2024 military capabilities? Nuclear arsenal growth. China's nuclear arsenal is expanding at a pace that has caught the world's attention, and for good reason. As of 2024, China possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, a dramatic increase of nearly 400 warheads since 2019. This rapid buildup is not just about numbers. It reflects a strategic shift aimed at challenging the long-standing nuclear dominance of the United States. What makes this growth even more significant is the construction of new missile silos across multiple regions, signaling that China is preparing to deploy a much larger and more diverse nuclear force than ever before. These silos could soon house a substantial portion of China's intercontinental ballistic missiles, giving the country a more credible and survivable nuclear deterrent. But China's nuclear strategy goes beyond sheer quantity. The People's Liberation Army is developing a wide range of nuclear weapons, from low-yield precision missiles designed for tactical use, to massive multi-megaton warheads capable of devastating strikes. This diversification allows China to tailor its nuclear response to different conflict scenarios, increasing its strategic flexibility. The pace and scale of this nuclear expansion highlight China's commitment to becoming a dominant global military power, capable of competing with the world's most advanced militaries. It's clear that China's nuclear force is no longer just a regional threat, it's a crucial element of global strategic balance that demands close attention. Understanding this growth is key to grasping the evolving nature of international security in 2024 and beyond. ICBM and silo deployment. China's rapid construction of new intercontinental ballistic missile silos is reshaping the global nuclear landscape in ways few expected. Over the past few years, satellite imagery and intelligence reports have revealed sprawling missile silo fields emerging across multiple provinces in China, signaling a massive expansion of its nuclear delivery infrastructure. Experts estimate that China could soon have over 300 silos, a dramatic increase from the handful it maintained just a few years ago. This development is not just about increasing numbers, it's about enhancing survivability and second strike capability. By dispersing its missiles across numerous hardened silos, China is making it far more difficult for any adversary to neutralize its nuclear forces in a first strike. This shift indicates a move away from a minimal deterrent posture, toward a more robust and credible nuclear force, capable of deterring even the most powerful opponents. The geographic spread of these silos also suggests strategic planning to cover multiple launch trajectories and complicate enemy targeting. Moreover, the silos are believed to be designed to house a new generation of advanced ICBMs with longer ranges and greater accuracy, further boosting China's strategic reach. This rapid and secretive buildup has caught the attention of global military analysts, raising questions about how the balance of nuclear power might shift in the coming decade. In short, China's missile silo expansion is a clear signal that its nuclear ambitions are growing far beyond what many had anticipated, making it a critical factor in global security calculations today. Diversification of nuclear forces. China's approach to its nuclear arsenal is evolving rapidly, and what stands out most is the diversification of its nuclear forces. Instead of relying on a one-size-fits-all strategy, China is developing a broad spectrum of nuclear weapons tailored for different scenarios. This means they're not just building massive, high-yield warheads designed for large-scale destruction, they're also investing in low-yield, precision-guided nuclear missiles that can be used more tactically. This diversification allows China to have more control over escalation during a conflict, giving them options that range from limited strikes to full-scale nuclear retaliation. It's a strategic move to make their nuclear deterrent more credible and flexible, which could complicate decision-making for any potential adversary. Additionally, China's advancements include multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, which allow a single missile to carry several warheads aimed at different targets. This technology multiplies the destructive potential of each missile and makes missile defense systems less effective. The combination of quantity, variety, and advanced technology signals that China is not just expanding its nuclear arsenal, but transforming it into a sophisticated and adaptable force. This shift is a clear message that China wants to be taken seriously as a global nuclear power, capable of defending its interests and deterring threats on multiple levels. The world is watching closely as this transformation unfolds, understanding that China's nuclear strategy in 2024 is far more nuanced and formidable than many anticipated. Theater command reforms. China's military has undergone a major transformation with its theater command reforms, fundamentally changing how its forces operate. Instead of a fragmented military structure, China now has 5 theater commands: Eastern, Southern, Western, Northern, and Central, each responsible for specific geographic regions and tailored to address unique security challenges. This reorganization boosts coordination and rapid response capabilities, allowing the People's Liberation Army to act more decisively in any conflict scenario. For example, the Eastern Theater Command focuses heavily on Taiwan and the East China Sea, while the Southern Command monitors the South China Sea, a hotspot for regional tensions. By assigning clear responsibilities and streamlining command chains, China has made its military far more agile and efficient. This shift also reflects China's broader strategic ambitions to project power regionally and beyond. The theater commands integrate land, sea, air, and missile forces under unified leadership, ensuring that all branches work seamlessly together during operations. This level of jointness is a significant leap forward compared to past decades when coordination was often limited. The reforms also emphasize modernization, with advanced technology and improved training playing a central role. What's striking is how these changes align with China's growing confidence on the world stage, signaling a military ready to defend its expanding interests. Understanding these theater commands is key to grasping how China plans to manage potential conflicts and assert its influence in Asia and beyond. It's a clear sign that China's military power in 2024 is not just about hardware, but about smarter, more integrated force projection. Naval power and power projection. China's naval ambitions have taken a giant leap forward, transforming the People's Liberation Army Navy from a coastal defense force into a formidable blue water navy capable of projecting power far beyond its shores. Over the past decade, China has launched multiple advanced aircraft carriers, modern destroyers, and amphibious assault ships, signaling its intent to operate globally and challenge established naval powers. This expansion allows China to safeguard its growing overseas interests, including vital trade routes and strategic bases. The plan's increasing presence in the Indo-Pacific region is reshaping the balance of power, especially as it challenges the United States Navy's long-held dominance. What's remarkable is not just the size of the fleet but the sophistication of its vessels, many equipped with cutting-edge missile systems, stealth technology, and advanced radar. This modernization enhances China's ability to conduct complex operations, from anti-submarine warfare to missile strikes at sea. The Navy's growing capabilities also support China's broader strategic goals, such as asserting territorial claims in contested waters like the South China Sea and expanding influence in the Indian Ocean. These developments have prompted neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their naval strategies, underscoring how China's maritime rise is a game-changer. In 2024, the plan stands as a symbol of China's determination to become a dominant maritime force, capable of defending its interests and shaping the future of global naval power. This shift is more than just military growth, it's a statement about China's place on the world stage. Nuclear submarine advancements. China's underwater nuclear deterrent is quietly becoming one of the most powerful and stealthy forces in the world. Its fleet of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines is being upgraded with the new JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missiles, which have longer ranges and improved accuracy compared to previous models. This upgrade significantly enhances China's second strike capability, the ability to retaliate even after a devastating first strike, making its nuclear deterrent far more credible and survivable. Unlike land-based missiles, these submarines can operate undetected in vast ocean areas, making them extremely difficult to track or target. This stealth factor gives China a strategic advantage by ensuring that any potential adversary must think twice before considering a nuclear attack. The expansion and modernization of China's SSBN fleet also reflect a broader shift in its military strategy towards securing its nuclear forces in multiple domains. By investing heavily in underwater nuclear capabilities, China is signaling that it intends to maintain a robust and flexible deterrent that can operate independently of land-based systems. This development is crucial because it adds a new layer of complexity to global nuclear stability and deterrence dynamics. As China continues to improve its submarine technology and missile range, its underwater nuclear force will play an increasingly vital role in shaping the balance of power, especially in the Indo-Pacific region. This silent but powerful presence beneath the waves is a key piece of China's growing military strength in 2024. Space and counter-space capabilities. China's ambitions in space warfare are rapidly advancing, turning the final frontier into a new battleground. In 2024, China is investing heavily in counter-space capabilities designed to neutralize or destroy adversaries' satellite systems, which are critical for communication, navigation, and intelligence. This includes a range of anti-satellite weapons, from ground-based missiles to directed energy weapons, all aimed at disrupting the space assets of potential rivals. Controlling space is no longer just about exploration, it's about gaining a decisive military edge. Satellites provide real-time battlefield data, missile warning systems, and secure communications. Without them, modern militaries would be severely handicapped. China's focus on space dominance reflects a strategic understanding that future conflicts will extend beyond Earth's surface. By developing sophisticated jamming, blinding, and kinetic kill technologies, China aims to degrade or deny enemy access to space-based resources during a conflict. This push also includes advances in satellite navigation systems like Beidou, which reduce reliance on foreign technology and enhance China's autonomous military operations. The rapid pace of these developments has caught the attention of global powers, raising concerns about a new arms race in space. China's counter-space capabilities are not just defensive, they are part of a broader plan to assert dominance in all domains of warfare. As space becomes an increasingly contested environment, understanding China's growing strength in this arena is essential to grasp how future conflicts might unfold. Their investments signal a future where space superiority could be as crucial as air or sea control, reshaping global military strategies in profound ways. Integration of advanced technologies. So, China's military is embracing cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and big data analytics to, well, totally revolutionize how it fights wars. These advanced tools aren't just futuristic concepts, they're actively shaping the battlefield of today and tomorrow. Artificial intelligence, for example, enhances decision-making by processing vast amounts of data in real time, which lets commanders predict enemy moves, optimize resource deployment, and coordinate complex operations with, honestly, unprecedented speed. Quantum computing, though still in its early stages, promises to crack encryption and improve communication security, giving China a potential edge in electronic warfare and intelligence gathering. Meanwhile, big data analytics helps the military sift through enormous volumes of information from satellites, drones, and cyber networks to identify patterns and threats a whole lot faster than ever before. This integration of technology means the People's Liberation Army can operate more efficiently, respond quicker, and maintain situational awareness across multiple domains: land, sea, air, space, and cyber. What's striking is how these innovations are really woven into China's broader military modernization strategy, aiming to create a smart force that leverages technology to outthink and outmaneuver adversaries. This tech-driven transformation also reflects China's desire to reduce reliance on sheer numbers and instead focus on quality, precision, and speed. As artificial intelligence and quantum breakthroughs accelerate, the nature of warfare is shifting, and China is positioning itself at the forefront of this change. Understanding this technological leap is crucial to grasping how China's military power in 2024 is not just bigger, but fundamentally smarter and more adaptable than many expect. Missile forces and regional deterrence. China's missile forces are, becoming a central pillar of its regional deterrence strategy, especially with weapons like the DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile. Nicknamed the Guam Killer, the DF-26 has the range and precision to strike U.S. bases and allies across the Indo-Pacific, including Guam, Japan, and Taiwan. This missile's deployment adds a powerful layer to China's ability to deter foreign intervention in regional conflicts, particularly over Taiwan. What makes the DF-26 especially concerning is its versatility. It can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, allowing China to tailor its response depending on the situation. This flexibility really complicates any potential adversary's calculations, raising the stakes in crisis scenarios. Beyond the DF-26, China's growing missile arsenal includes a variety of short and medium-range ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and hypersonic weapons, all designed to challenge U.S. and allied forces operating near China's borders. These missile forces are integrated into China's broader anti-access and area denial strategy, aimed at keeping potential adversaries at bay and controlling key maritime choke points. The rapid modernization and deployment of these missile systems reflect China's determination to assert its regional dominance and protect its core interests. This missile buildup is reshaping the security environment in Asia, forcing neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their military strategies. In 2024, China's missile forces are not just a threat on paper. They are a real and growing challenge that could influence the balance of power in one of the world's most volatile regions. Future growth and strategic ambitions. China's military modernization isn't slowing down anytime soon. In fact, its strategic ambitions are set to reshape global power dynamics well into the future. The country's defense planners have outlined a clear roadmap extending through 2035 and beyond, aiming to build a military force that can operate globally, not just regionally. This means expanding capabilities in every domain: land, sea, air, space, and cyber, while continuing to integrate advanced technologies and improve force readiness. China envisions a military that can protect its overseas interests, secure critical supply lines, and influence international security affairs on a global scale. This long-term vision includes developing next-generation weapon systems, expanding naval fleets, and enhancing nuclear deterrence to levels that rival or even surpass other major powers. What's striking is how this ambition is backed by massive investments in research, infrastructure, and training, signaling a commitment to sustained growth and innovation. The strategic goal is clear: to transition from a regional power to a dominant global military force capable of shaping the 21st century's geopolitical landscape. This future-oriented approach reflects China's desire not only to defend its sovereignty, but also to project strength and influence worldwide. As these plans unfold over the coming decade, they'll have profound implications for international security, alliances, and the balance of power. Keeping an eye on China's military trajectory is, honestly, essential for understanding how global military competition will evolve and what it means for peace and stability in the years ahead. Thanks for watching this deep dive into China's military evolution, here on Simply Science. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Make sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights into science and global developments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell us what surprised you the most or what topic you want us to explore next. Your engagement really helps us create better content for you. See you in the next video. Voyager 1 has been humanity's most distant messenger for over 4 decades, traveling through the cosmic void at 38,000 miles per hour and sending back data from regions no human has ever seen. But here's what will blow your mind. This 1970s spacecraft, built with less computing power than your smartphone, just detected something moving in interstellar space that has NASA scientists working around the clock to understand what they're looking at. The mysterious signal. Voyager 1 just sent back data that has NASA scientists working around the clock, and what they discovered 14 billion miles from Earth is keeping them awake at night. Deep in the cosmic void where no sunlight has touched anything for billions of years, something is moving with purpose and intelligence that defies every law of physics we understand. The signal first appeared as an anomaly in Voyager's plasma wave readings, a rhythmic pattern that shouldn't exist in the empty darkness between stars. But here's what's really unsettling. When scientists ran the data through every possible filter and diagnostic test, they realized this wasn't equipment failure or cosmic interference. This was something real, something structured, and something that seemed to be tracking Voyager's movement through space. The electromagnetic signature doesn't match any known celestial phenomenon, and its behavior patterns suggest a level of complexity that has researchers questioning everything they thought they knew about interstellar space. What makes this discovery even more extraordinary is that the signal appears to be responding to Voyager's presence, almost as if it recognizes the spacecraft as something foreign in its domain. For the first time in human history, we may have encountered something in the depths of space that operates by rules we haven't discovered yet, and it's been watching us from the shadows of the cosmos. Voyager's journey beyond the planets. Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a piece of human technology hurtling through absolute darkness at 38,000 miles per hour, farther from home than any object in human history. Voyager 1 crossed the boundary into interstellar space in 2012, becoming humanity's first ambassador to the galaxy beyond our solar system. But here's what most people don't realize. This region was supposed to be cosmic wasteland, a barren void containing nothing but scattered hydrogen atoms and ancient starlight. Instead, Voyager has been sending back data that's completely rewriting our understanding of what exists in the space between stars. The spacecraft is now over 14 billion miles from Earth, traveling through a realm where our sun appears as just another faint star and temperatures hover mere degrees above absolute zero. This is a place where radio signals from Earth take over 22 hours to reach Voyager, and every piece of data it sends back is like a message from another dimension. What makes this journey even more remarkable is that Voyager was never designed to survive this long or travel this far. It was built for a 4-year mission to Jupiter and Saturn. Yet here it is, decades later, exploring the cosmic frontier and discovering that interstellar space is far more dynamic and mysterious than we ever imagined, setting the stage for encounters that challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Unexpected movement detected. Something is defying the laws of physics in the coldest, emptiest region of space, and it's moving in ways that have scientists questioning everything they thought they knew about how objects behave in the cosmic void. The movement Voyager detected wasn't the predictable drift of space debris or the gravitational dance of celestial bodies. This was something actively changing course, accelerating and decelerating with patterns that looked disturbingly intentional. When the data first arrived at Mission Control, engineers thought they were looking at corrupted telemetry because objects simply don't behave this way in interstellar space. But after months of analysis and verification, they realized they were witnessing something unprecedented, an object that seemed to be making deliberate course corrections billions of miles from the nearest star. The movement patterns showed periodic velocity changes that couldn't be explained by solar wind, magnetic fields, or gravitational influences from distant stars. What's even more unsettling is that the object appeared to be adjusting its trajectory in response to Voyager's approach, almost as if it was aware of the spacecraft's presence and reacting accordingly. Scientists have run the data through every known model of celestial mechanics, and nothing comes close to explaining what they're seeing. This isn't random motion or natural orbital mechanics. This is controlled movement in a region of space where nothing should be able to control anything, challenging our fundamental understanding of what's possible in the vast emptiness between stars. Not a planet, not a comet. Every single explanation in our cosmic playbook has been crossed off the list, and what remains is something that shouldn't exist according to everything we know about space. Scientists have spent months systematically eliminating every possible conventional explanation for this mysterious object, and each elimination has only deepened the mystery. Planets don't roam freely through interstellar space, and even the rare rogue planets that get ejected from their star systems follow predictable gravitational trajectories that this object completely ignores. Comets are ruled out because they develop distinctive tails and comas when exposed to stellar radiation. But there are no stars within light-years of this object's position to trigger such activity. The spectral analysis shows none of the rocky signatures we'd expect from an asteroid, and its complex movement patterns are far too sophisticated for a simple chunk of space debris drifting through the void. Even exotic celestial bodies like brown dwarfs, neutron stars, and white dwarfs have been eliminated because this object doesn't emit the characteristic radiation signatures that would identify it as any known type of stellar remnant. What's left is something that behaves unlike any natural phenomenon we've cataloged in our centuries of astronomical observation. The object's ability to change course, its apparent awareness of Voyager's presence, and its structured movement patterns have pushed scientists into uncharted territory where conventional astrophysics offers no answers, forcing them to consider possibilities that challenge the very foundations of what we believe exists in the cosmos. Theories behind the movement. The world's leading astrophysicists are proposing theories that sound more like science fiction than peer-reviewed research, and that alone should tell you how extraordinary this discovery really is. One of the most compelling hypotheses suggests we might be witnessing our first direct encounter with dark matter structures that interact with normal matter in ways we never predicted, creating movement patterns that appear almost biological in their complexity. Another theory proposes that this object represents evidence of exotic physics operating on scales we've never observed before, possibly involving magnetic field interactions or quantum effects that only manifest in the extreme conditions of interstellar space. Some researchers have suggested we might be looking at a completely new type of celestial body formed by processes that don't exist anywhere in our solar system, perhaps created by the collision of cosmic phenomena we haven't discovered yet. The most controversial theory, whispered in academic circles but rarely published, is that we might be observing technology of non-terrestrial origin, something that operates by principles we haven't mastered or even understood. What makes this theory particularly unsettling is that the object's behavior patterns show characteristics that some researchers find impossible to explain through any known natural phenomenon. The structured movement, the apparent responsiveness to Voyager's presence, and the sophisticated course corrections all point to something that operates with a level of complexity that challenges our understanding of what's possible in the vast emptiness between stars. Voyager's instruments and their role. 47-year-old technology designed during the Nixon administration is currently making the most groundbreaking discovery in human history. And the irony isn't lost on the scientists analyzing the data streaming back from the edge of known space. Voyager's scientific instruments, built with 1970s computing power that's millions of times less sophisticated than your smartphone, have somehow become humanity's most advanced deep space detective system. The plasma wave instrument has been crucial in detecting the electromagnetic signatures that seem to pulse in rhythm with the mysterious object's movements, creating patterns that resemble communication more than random cosmic noise. Meanwhile, the magnetometer has revealed magnetic field fluctuations that correlate perfectly with the object's position changes, suggesting it's either generating its own magnetic field or manipulating the existing interstellar medium in ways we've never observed. Most remarkably, the cosmic ray detector has shown that this object is somehow creating a shadow in the cosmic radiation background, deflecting high-energy particles in a manner that suggests it has mass and structure far beyond what its other signatures would indicate. These instruments weren't designed to detect artificial objects or analyze unknown phenomena. They were built to study planets and measure solar wind. Yet they're providing us with data about something that operates by rules we haven't discovered, proving that sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries come from tools we never expected to make them. The distance and speed of the object. At this very moment, something is racing through the cosmic void at speeds that would make our fastest rockets look like they're standing still, operating in a region of space so remote that light from our sun becomes just another dim star in an ocean of darkness. The object was first detected when it was approximately 500 million miles from Voyager 1, which means it's functioning in a zone where the nearest star system is still over 4 light-years away, a distance so vast that even traveling at the speed of light, it would take 4 years to reach the closest stellar neighbor. What's absolutely mind-blowing is that this object has been clocked moving at roughly 26,000 miles per hour, relative to Voyager's position. But here's where it gets really weird. That speed isn't constant. The object has been observed accelerating and decelerating in patterns that suggest it's not just drifting through space like a piece of cosmic debris. To put this in perspective, even our most advanced spacecraft would require tens of thousands of years to cover the distances this mysterious object has traveled. Yet it's doing so while making controlled course corrections that defy everything we know about how objects move through interstellar space. The fact that something can demonstrate such apparent control over its movement at these incomprehensible distances and speeds raises profound questions about what we're actually witnessing in the deepest, darkest corners of our galaxy. Why scientists are intrigued. The most brilliant minds in astrophysics are losing sleep over data that's honestly forcing them to question 40 years of established science. Some are even privately admitting they might need to rewrite the textbooks on what actually exists in interstellar space. This discovery isn't just another interesting anomaly that scientists can, file away and study later. It's actively challenging fundamental assumptions about the very nature of the cosmos that have guided space exploration for decades. For generations, we've operated under the comfortable assumption that the vast regions between stars are basically empty highways, where objects follow predictable paths governed by well-understood gravitational forces. But this mysterious object is behaving like it has its own agenda, moving with a kind of purpose and intelligence that suggests interstellar space might be way more populated and active than we ever dared to imagine. What's really keeping researchers awake at night is the realization that if one object like this exists, there could be thousands or even millions of similar phenomena operating in the cosmic shadows, completely undetected by our Earth-based telescopes. The implications here are just staggering. We might be living in a universe that's absolutely teeming with activity we've never noticed, surrounded by phenomena that operate by physical laws we haven't even discovered yet. This single detection has opened a door to possibilities that range from revolutionary physics to, honestly, the unsettling prospect that we're not alone in ways we never considered, fundamentally changing how we view our place in the cosmic order. Potential implications for space exploration. The discovery that's currently sitting on classified desks at NASA headquarters could, well, completely revolutionize how we design spacecraft and plan missions to the stars. The implications are so profound that space agencies around the world are quietly restructuring their long-term exploration strategies. If this mysterious object represents a new category of interstellar phenomena, it means that the space between stars is far more complex and potentially hazardous than we've been preparing for, forcing engineers to totally rethink how future deep space probes will navigate and survive in regions we thought were predictably empty. The object's apparent ability to manipulate its environment and respond to external stimuli suggests that interstellar space might contain active systems that could either help or hinder human exploration efforts in ways we never really anticipated. From a technological standpoint, understanding the physics behind this object's movement capabilities could unlock propulsion concepts that would make our current rocket technology look, honestly, pretty primitive, potentially reducing interstellar travel times from tens of thousands of years to mere decades. Even more intriguing is the possibility that this discovery could lead to breakthroughs in energy manipulation and field generation that would revolutionize not just space travel, but technology here on Earth as well. The fact that we stumbled upon this phenomenon by accident just highlights how much we still don't know about our cosmic neighborhood, suggesting that future missions equipped with more advanced detection systems might encounter similar objects regularly, fundamentally changing our approach to exploring the galaxy and our understanding of what's possible in the vast ocean of space surrounding our solar system. What could it really be? After exhausting every conventional explanation and running the data through every known model of physics, we're left staring at three possibilities that would each, honestly, fundamentally change humanity's understanding of our place in the universe. The most conservative scientific explanation suggests we've discovered a completely new type of interstellar object. Maybe a category of celestial body formed by exotic processes that don't exist anywhere in our solar system, operating by physical laws we haven't identified yet. A more radical possibility is that we're witnessing our first direct encounter with dark matter structures that can interact with normal matter in ways our current theories never predicted, creating organized movement patterns that appear almost alive in their complexity. But here's the explanation that's being whispered in research facilities around the world, the one that keeps appearing in classified reports despite scientists' reluctance to discuss it publicly. We might be observing technology of non-human origin. The object's structured movement patterns, its apparent responsiveness to Voyager's presence, and its ability to make controlled course corrections in the vast emptiness of interstellar space, all point to something that operates with a level of sophistication that, honestly, challenges every assumption we've made about what exists in the cosmic void. Regardless of which explanation proves correct, this discovery represents a watershed moment in human history. The moment we realize that the universe is far stranger, more populated, and more mysterious than we ever dared to imagine, forcing us to confront the possibility that we're not alone in ways we never considered. So there you have it, Voyager's incredible discovery that's honestly challenging everything we thought we knew about interstellar space. Whether this mysterious object represents unknown physics, a new type of celestial phenomenon, or something even more extraordinary, One thing is certain, we're living through a moment of genuine cosmic mystery. What's your theory on what this object could be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really love hearing your perspectives on these space mysteries. If you enjoyed diving into this cosmic puzzle, make sure to subscribe to Simply Science and hit that bell icon so you never miss our latest discoveries from the final frontier. Thanks for exploring the universe with us. Did you know that every time you breathe, you're inhaling atoms that were once inside the lungs of Julius Caesar, Einstein, and every person who ever lived? The human body completely replaces itself every 7 years, yet somehow you remain you. Same memories, same personality, same consciousness. Here's the mind-bending truth. You're literally not the same person you were a decade ago, down to the atomic level. But wait until you hear what scientists just discovered about consciousness itself. Do you know what happens to yourself during those 7 years of complete cellular replacement? The Large Hadron Collider Monster. Deep underground, stretching across the border between France and Switzerland, lies humanity's most ambitious and terrifying scientific achievement. The Large Hadron Collider isn't just big, it's monumentally massive, forming a perfect 27-kilometer ring that could swallow entire cities. This isn't your high school physics lab. We're talking about a machine so powerful it accelerates protons to 99.9999991% the speed of light before smashing them together with the force of 2 freight trains colliding head-on. The energy released in these collisions is so intense it recreates conditions that existed just moments after the Big Bang itself. Think about that for a second. Scientists are literally recreating the birth of the universe in an underground tunnel. The superconducting magnets alone are colder than outer space, chilled to -271°C using liquid helium. When this beast fires up, it consumes enough electricity to power a small country. The collision points generate temperatures 100,000 times hotter than the core of the sun. This is where the magic happens, where ordinary matter gets obliterated and the fundamental building blocks of reality reveal their deepest secrets. Every second, billions of particles are destroyed and created in an endless cycle of cosmic violence that pushes the boundaries of what's physically possible. The black hole theory bombshell. When theoretical physicists first suggested that CERN's particle collisions might actually spawn microscopic black holes, the scientific community didn't just raise eyebrows, they collectively held their breath. This wasn't some wild science fiction fantasy dreamed up by Hollywood writers. We're talking about legitimate Nobel Prize-winning scientists publishing peer-reviewed papers, claiming that when you slam protons together with enough raw energy, space-time itself might collapse into infinitesimally small gravitational monsters. These aren't the massive stellar black holes that devour entire solar systems. We're talking about quantum-scale vortexes smaller than a single atom, existing for less than a trillionth of a second. But here's the absolutely mind-bending part. Even though they're microscopic, they still possess the fundamental properties of their cosmic cousins. They warp space-time, bend light, and theoretically could interact with dimensions we can't even perceive. The mathematics behind this theory are so complex that only a handful of physicists on Earth truly understand the implications. What makes this even more incredible is that these micro-black holes wouldn't behave like anything we've ever observed in nature. They'd be born, live their entire existence, and die in a time span so brief that light itself couldn't travel the width of a proton. Yet in that impossibly short moment, they might unlock secrets about the fundamental structure of reality that have puzzled humanity for centuries. The Hawking radiation discovery. Back in 1974, Stephen Hawking made a discovery that left the entire scientific world speechless and fundamentally changed how we understand black holes forever. He proved that these cosmic monsters aren't actually black at all. They're slowly bleeding energy back into the universe through a process so counterintuitive it sounds like pure magic. Here's the mind-bending part. The smaller a black hole gets, the hotter it becomes and the faster it evaporates. It's like cosmic irony. The tiniest black holes burn the brightest before vanishing completely. Hawking realized that, at the quantum level, pairs of particles constantly pop into existence right at the edge of a black hole's event horizon. Normally, these particle pairs would annihilate each other instantly, but the black hole's immense gravity tears them apart. One particle falls into the black hole while its partner escapes as radiation slowly stealing the black hole's mass and energy. This means every black hole in the universe is essentially a ticking time bomb destined to evaporate completely given enough time. For the microscopic black holes potentially created at CERN, this process happens almost instantaneously. They would disappear in less than 10 to the minus 23rd seconds, releasing their energy as a brilliant flash of Hawking radiation. This discovery didn't just explain how black holes die, it revealed that the universe has a built-in safety mechanism preventing these quantum monsters from growing out of control. The dimensional portal possibility. The most mind-blowing theory surrounding CERN's potential black hole creation isn't just about the holes themselves, it's about where they might lead. According to cutting-edge string theory, our universe isn't the flat, three-dimensional space we experience every day. Instead, we're living on a thin slice of reality floating in a vast ocean of hidden dimensions that exist parallel to our own. These extra dimensions are so tightly curled up that they're invisible to us, but they're there, influencing everything from the fundamental forces to the very fabric of space-time itself. When CERN smashes particles together with enough energy to potentially create micro-black holes, these quantum tunnels might actually punch temporary holes through the barriers separating our dimension from these hidden realms. This could explain one of physics' greatest mysteries, why gravity is trillions of times weaker than electromagnetic forces. The theory suggests that gravity isn't actually weak, it's just spreading its influence across multiple dimensions simultaneously, diluting its strength in our three-dimensional slice of reality. If micro-black holes at CERN really are acting as brief portals to these extra dimensions, then every collision isn't just creating and destroying matter, it's opening fleeting windows into parallel universes that exist mere millimeters away from us in directions we can't even comprehend. This means CERN might not just be studying particles, it could be humanity's first glimpse into the true multidimensional nature of existence itself. The safety panic that followed. When word leaked that CERN scientists were theoretically capable of creating microscopic black holes, the public reaction was nothing short of apocalyptic hysteria. Overnight, conspiracy theories flooded social media claiming that physicists were about to accidentally destroy Earth by creating an unstoppable gravitational monster that would devour the planet from the inside out. The panic reached such fever pitch that multiple lawsuits were filed in courts across Europe and America, with terrified citizens demanding immediate injunctions to halt the Large Hadron Collider's operations. News outlets sensationalized the story with headlines screaming about scientists playing God and the end of the world hidden beneath Switzerland. Online forums exploded with amateur physicists and concerned parents sharing viral videos explaining how a single microscopic black hole could theoretically grow by consuming surrounding matter until it swallowed the entire solar system. The fear wasn't entirely irrational. After all, we're talking about recreating one of the universe's most destructive phenomena in a laboratory setting. Protesters gathered outside CERN facilities holding signs reading, "Stop the Doomsday Machine," while petition websites crashed from millions of signatures demanding the project's cancellation. Religious groups declared it an affront to divine creation, while survivalists began stockpiling supplies for the impending apocalypse. The scientific community found themselves in the unprecedented position of having to calm global panic, while simultaneously pushing forward with experiments that could revolutionize our understanding of reality itself. The cosmic ray reality check. While panicked crowds demanded CERN's shutdown, physicists delivered the most elegant scientific smackdown in history by simply pointing upward at the sky. Every single second of every single day, our planet gets bombarded by cosmic rays, high-energy particles from deep space that crash into Earth's atmosphere with energies that make CERN's collisions look like gentle bumper cars at a carnival. These cosmic bullets have been pummeling our planet for over 4.5 billion years, generating particle collisions with energies thousands of times more powerful than anything the Large Hadron Collider could ever produce. If dangerous, Earth-devouring black holes were actually possible at these energy levels, our planet would have been consumed eons before the first dinosaur ever walked the Earth. The Moon, with no protective atmosphere, takes these cosmic ray hits directly on its surface, yet it's still hanging peacefully in our sky after billions of years of constant bombardment. Scientists calculated that cosmic rays create the equivalent of millions of CERN-level collisions in our atmosphere every single day, and we're all still here, completely unharmed. This cosmic ray argument became the ultimate reality check that silenced most critics. Nature has been running the exact same experiment CERN was proposing, but on a vastly larger scale for literally billions of years. The universe itself had already proven that these high-energy collisions were completely safe, making the doomsday fears seem almost comically overblown. The actual experimental results. When the Large Hadron Collider roared to life for its first high-energy collisions, the entire scientific world held its breath as detectors captured data from the most violent particle crashes in human history. What happened next wasn't the apocalyptic black hole scenario that terrified millions. No, it was something far more extraordinary. The collisions revealed a hidden universe of subatomic particles that had been theoretical fantasies for decades, suddenly becoming measurable reality. Scientists watched in awe as their detectors registered the creation and immediate decay of exotic particles with names like strange quarks, charm quarks, and bottom quarks. Building blocks of matter so fundamental they only exist for microseconds before transforming into other particles. The most groundbreaking discovery came in 2012 when they finally detected the Higgs boson, the so-called God particle that gives all other particles their mass. This wasn't just a scientific victory, it was confirmation that our mathematical models of the universe were actually correct. Each collision produced cascades of data showing how matter behaves at the most fundamental level, revealing that the universe operates according to principles so elegant and precise, they border on the miraculous. Instead of creating world-ending black holes, CERN was uncovering the deepest secrets of existence itself, proving that sometimes the most terrifying experiments lead to the most beautiful discoveries about the nature of reality. The missing energy mystery. The most spine-tingling discovery at CERN wasn't what scientists found, it was what they couldn't find. During certain high-energy particle collisions, detectors registered something that honestly should have been impossible according to our understanding of physics. Energy was disappearing without a trace. Not just small amounts but significant chunks of energy that should have been conserved according to the fundamental laws of the universe. Every collision should follow the ironclad rule that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. Yet here were collisions where the energy going in was measurably greater than the energy coming out, as if some invisible force was stealing it mid-collision. The missing energy wasn't random, it followed specific patterns that sent theoretical physicists into overdrive. The leading explanation is so mind-bending it sounds like science fiction. The energy is leaking into parallel dimensions through microscopic tears in space-time created during the most violent collisions. If this theory is correct, then CERN isn't just smashing particles together, it's accidentally punching holes between our universe and hidden dimensions that exist alongside our own reality. Each missing joule of energy could be proof that our three-dimensional world is just one layer of a vast multi-dimensional cosmos. This means every time energy vanishes at CERN, we might be witnessing the first direct evidence that parallel universes aren't just theoretical concepts, but actual places where our energy is escaping to through quantum tunnels we're only beginning to understand. The future implications. The potential ability to create and study quantum black holes at CERN represents far more than just another scientific achievement. It could be the key that unlocks technologies so advanced they would make our current civilization look, well, primitive by comparison. If scientists can reliably generate these microscopic gravitational anomalies, we're not just talking about understanding physics better, we're talking about harnessing the fundamental forces that govern reality itself. These quantum black holes could become the ultimate energy source, converting matter directly into pure energy with 100% efficiency, making nuclear power look like a candle compared to the sun. The implications for space travel are staggering. Imagine propulsion systems that manipulate space-time itself, allowing spacecraft to bend the fabric of reality and travel vast distances in impossibly short time frames. Even more mind-bending is the possibility of using controlled micro-black holes to access parallel dimensions, potentially opening doorways to alternate versions of our universe where the laws of physics might operate differently. The technology could revolutionize computing by creating quantum processors that operate across multiple dimensions simultaneously, solving problems that would take conventional computers millions of years to crack. We might even develop the ability to manipulate time itself, using the extreme gravitational fields of micro-black holes to create localized time dilation effects. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the logical next step in human technological evolution. where we transition from merely observing the universe to actively reshaping it according to our will. The ongoing research. At this very moment, teams of physicists around the world are sifting through petabytes of collision data from CERN, searching for the telltale signatures of microscopic black holes that could rewrite our understanding of existence itself. Every single collision generates thousands of data points that must be meticulously analyzed by both human researchers and artificial intelligence systems designed specifically to detect anomalies that human eyes might miss. The search isn't random. Scientists know exactly what to look for: specific patterns of missing energy, unusual particle decay signatures, and gravitational effects that last for impossibly brief moments before vanishing completely. Advanced algorithms run 24/7, comparing actual collision results against theoretical predictions, flagging any events that deviate from expected outcomes. The most promising candidates undergo intense scrutiny, with teams of experts examining every microsecond of data to determine whether they've witnessed the birth and death of a quantum black hole. Recent upgrades to CERN's detection systems have increased sensitivity by orders of magnitude, allowing researchers to probe deeper into the quantum realm than ever before. Each new collision brings humanity closer to answering fundamental questions about the nature of reality. Are extra dimensions real? Can we create controlled tiers in space-time? Do parallel universes actually exist just beyond our perception? The answers to these questions aren't just academic curiosities. They could fundamentally transform our species' relationship with the cosmos and unlock technologies that seem impossible today. So there you have it. CERN might be creating microscopic black holes that could unlock the secrets of parallel dimensions and reshape our understanding of reality itself. The universe is far stranger and more incredible than we ever imagined. What's your take on this? Are we playing with forces beyond our control, or are we on the verge of the greatest scientific breakthrough in human history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your perspectives. If this blew your mind like it did mine, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest mind-bending science content. This is Simply Science, and I'll see you in the next video. Fresh observations of 3I Atlas are now shedding light on this mysterious interstellar visitor, and what scientists are discovering challenges everything we thought we knew about cosmic wanderers. With a trajectory that defies astronomical odds and behavior patterns unlike any natural object, this ancient visitor raises profound questions about its true nature. Could humanity be witnessing something far more extraordinary than just another comet? Discovery and initial detection. What if the most significant discovery in human history almost slipped past us unnoticed? 3I Atlas was discovered on July 1, 2025 by the Atlas telescope in Chile, initially receiving the mundane designation A11PL3Z before astronomers realized they were observing something unprecedented. This marks only the third confirmed interstellar object after Oumuamua in 2017 and Borisov in 2019, making it an extraordinarily rare cosmic event. The object had actually entered our solar system much earlier, but its challenging viewing angle near dense star fields delayed detection until it was already well within the inner solar system. Late detection meant crucial observation time was lost, similar to what happened with Oumuamua, when humanity missed the opportunity for detailed study. The discovery team quickly recognized unusual motion patterns that didn't match typical solar system objects, prompting immediate follow-up observations from telescopes worldwide. Within 24 hours, NASA confirmed its interstellar status, officially designating it as C/2025N1 and awarding it the historic 3Y designation. This rapid confirmation process demonstrated how much astronomical detection capabilities have improved since Oumuamua's controversial discovery 8 years earlier. Extraordinary orbital characteristics. How can an object's path through space defy the very laws of probability? 3I Atlas follows a hyperbolic orbit with an extreme eccentricity of 6.14, the highest recorded among all known interstellar objects, far exceeding Oumuamua's 1.2 and Borisov's 3.6. This incredible trajectory brings it racing through our solar system at 58 kilometers per second, making it the fastest interstellar visitor ever recorded. Most remarkably, its trajectory lies almost perfectly in the ecliptic plane, with astronomers calculating only a 0.2% probability of this occurring by random chance. The ecliptic alignment means the object travels along the same plane where all planets orbit, providing optimal viewing opportunities for studying multiple worlds during a single passage. This path appears deliberately designed for comprehensive planetary reconnaissance, rather than the random trajectory expected from a natural ejected object. The orbital mechanics suggest the object has maintained this precise alignment throughout its potentially millions-year journey through interstellar space. Such mathematical precision in trajectory raises fundamental questions about whether natural gravitational interactions could produce such an unlikely path. The combination of extreme speed, perfect ecliptic alignment, and record-breaking eccentricity creates a statistical anomaly that challenges conventional understanding of interstellar object behavior. Suspicious planetary encounters. What are the odds that a random space rock would visit exactly the planets most interesting to an alien intelligence? During its passage through our solar system, 3I Atlas approaches unusually close to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, with astronomers calculating the probability of such precise planetary encounters at just 0.005%. The object passes within 0.65 astronomical units of Venus, 0.19 AU of Mars, and 0.36 AU of Jupiter, distances that would allow detailed study of each world's atmospheric composition, magnetic fields, and potential habitability. Perhaps most intriguingly, its closest approach to the Sun occurs precisely when Earth is positioned on the opposite side, blocked from direct observation during the most critical phase of its visit. Scientists estimate only a 7% probability that this solar eclipse timing would occur naturally. The trajectory resembles a carefully planned reconnaissance mission designed to gather maximum information about our solar system while minimizing detection risks. Each planetary encounter occurs at optimal distances for advanced sensors to collect detailed data without triggering obvious gravitational perturbations that might reveal artificial propulsion systems. The visiting pattern suggests intelligence rather than random cosmic wandering, following protocols that hypothetical alien explorers might use to study potentially inhabited star systems. This systematic approach to planetary surveys raises profound questions about the object's true purpose in our cosmic neighborhood. Physical properties and anomalies. How can something be simultaneously ancient beyond imagination, yet perfectly preserved for scientific study? Recent observations by the Vera C. Rubin Observatory reveal that 3I Atlas measures somewhere between 1 and 12 kilometers in diameter, making it, well, significantly larger than previous interstellar visitors, and potentially the biggest object of its kind ever observed. Age estimates suggest this cosmic wanderer is over 7 billion years old, predating our entire solar system and maybe even preserving materials from the early universe, back when galaxy formation was fundamentally different. Despite its extreme age, 3I Atlas appears remarkably well preserved, showing none of the expected degradation from billions of years of cosmic ray bombardment and micrometeorite impacts. The object exhibits the brightest absolute magnitude of any confirmed interstellar visitor, making it unusually reflective or possibly even internally illuminated compared to typical space debris. Its 29-hour rotation period with minimal brightness variation suggests either perfect spherical symmetry or an artificially stabilized spin rate, which really contrasts sharply with the chaotic tumbling you'd expect from natural ejected objects. The surface appears unusually smooth and uniform, lacking the irregular features you usually see on asteroids or comet nuclei shaped by countless impacts during interstellar travel. These physical properties create a profile more consistent with manufactured technology than natural formation, challenging scientists to explain how ancient materials could remain so pristine after eons of cosmic exposure. Comet-like features versus anomalous behavior. Why does this supposed comet behave unlike any other comet in recorded astronomical history? 3I Atlas displays a faint coma and a short tail measuring about 3 arc-seconds, confirming active outgassing typical of comets approaching the Sun. Yet these features appear far more subdued than you'd expect for an object of its size and solar proximity. The coma appears compact and dense, rather than the diffuse, fuzzy appearance characteristic of normal comets, which suggests either an unusual composition or maybe even artificial containment of expelled materials. Most puzzling, the object lacks the prominent tail that should develop as it approaches perihelion, with only minimal dust ejection, despite receiving substantial solar heating. Spectroscopic analysis reveals water ice signatures, But the patterns just don't match expected models, with observed signals rising where theoretical predictions indicate they should actually drop. The outgassing appears controlled and limited, almost as if internal systems are regulating material release rather than allowing natural sublimation processes to proceed unchecked. Unlike typical comets that become increasingly active and chaotic as they near the Sun, 3I Atlas maintains remarkably stable behavior and appearance. The reddish coloration resembles outer asteroid belt objects more than pristine interstellar ice, suggesting complex surface processing or perhaps manufactured coating materials. These contradictory characteristics create a hybrid profile that fits neither pure comet nor asteroid classifications, demanding new explanatory frameworks for understanding interstellar visitors. Scientific debate: natural versus artificial. How do scientists reconcile extraordinary evidence with the burden of extraordinary proof? Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard University has publicly suggested that 3I Atlas could represent artificial technology, pointing to its statistically improbable trajectory, perfect timing, and anomalous physical properties as evidence warranting serious consideration of alien origins. Loeb argues that dismissing artificial possibilities without thorough investigation violates scientific methodology, especially when natural explanations fail to account for observed characteristics. However, many mainstream scientists dismiss these claims as irresponsible speculation that damages public trust in astronomical research and diverts attention from legitimate scientific study. Chris Lintott from Oxford University called the alien hypothesis nonsense, emphasizing that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence that simply doesn't exist. The debate centers on fundamental questions about scientific methodology. Should researchers explore all possible explanations, even seemingly outlandish ones, or maintain conservative approaches that prioritize conventional interpretations? Critics argue that entertaining alien explanations without definitive proof encourages conspiracy theories and undermines scientific credibility. Supporters counter that science advances by challenging assumptions and investigating anomalies that don't fit established models. This controversy reflects broader tensions within astronomy about how to balance open-minded inquiry with rigorous skepticism when confronting potentially paradigm-shifting discoveries. The scientific community remains divided on whether 3I Atlas deserves conventional analysis or represents something requiring entirely new investigative approaches. Spectral analysis mysteries. What secrets hide within the light signatures that challenge our understanding of interstellar chemistry? Spectroscopic observations using the Gemini S telescope and NASA IRTF reveal that 3I Atlas contains abundant water ice, but the spectral patterns, well, they exhibit puzzling characteristics that don't match theoretical models for natural comet composition. The optical spectrum shows about 10% reddening per 1,000 angstroms, which actually resembles D-type asteroids more than typical ice-rich comets. This suggests either some pretty unusual formation conditions, or maybe even artificial surface treatments. Moving on, the near-infrared analysis flattens to 3% per 1,000 angstroms, indicating large water ice grains. Yet the expected 1.5 micron water band is mysteriously absent, even though there are strong signals at other wavelengths. Scientists have managed to model the spectrum using 70% Tagish Lake meteorite material, combined with 30% water ice. But honestly, this composition seems inconsistent with objects formed in distant stellar systems billions of years ago. The spectral stability across 9 days of observation suggests remarkably uniform surface properties, which is in contrast to typical comets that show variable composition as different regions become exposed to solar heating. Color measurements through various filters confirm persistent reddish characteristics, indicating complex organic materials that could potentially preserve chemical signatures from alien star formation environments. However, the isotopic ratios and elemental abundances appear surprisingly similar to solar system materials, and that really raises questions about whether this truly represents pristine interstellar matter, or, well, something a bit more familiar. These spectroscopic puzzles demand new theoretical frameworks for understanding how interstellar objects preserve and modify their original compositions during million-year journeys through the galaxy. Dark forest hypothesis implications. Could 3I Atlas represent humanity's first encounter with the terrifying cosmic game theory known as the dark forest? This hypothesis suggests that intelligent civilizations throughout the universe remain hidden and silent, maintaining strict stealth protocols to avoid detection by potentially hostile species that might eliminate competitors before they become threats. 3. I-Atlas exhibits stealth-like behavior perfectly consistent with reconnaissance missions designed to study planetary systems while minimizing detection risks and exposure to defensive responses. The object's trajectory allows comprehensive solar system surveys while remaining hidden behind the sun during its most vulnerable closest approach, when any artificial systems would be most easily detected. Its deliberate timing ensures minimal observation opportunities during peak activity, following protocols that advanced civilizations might use for cautious exploration of potentially dangerous inhabited systems. The Dark Forest theory predicts that alien visitors would conduct rapid, efficient reconnaissance missions to assess threat levels and resource availability before deciding whether to establish contact, eliminate competition, or simply avoid detection entirely. 3. I-Atlas's behavior matches theoretical predictions for how intelligent species might approach unknown star systems, gather maximum information while maintaining escape routes and avoiding confrontation. The object's ancient age suggests it could represent technology from civilizations that achieved interstellar travel billions of years ago, when the galaxy was younger and potentially more hospitable to life. If this interpretation proves correct, humanity may be experiencing our first contact with alien intelligence, but contact designed to remain undetected until the visitors can assess whether we represent friends, enemies, or irrelevant primitives. Historical context and lessons. The arrival of 3 I-Atlas provides crucial insights gained from our previous encounters with interstellar wanderers, and the opportunities we missed. When 1 Oumuamua was first spotted in 2017, the astronomical community was completely unprepared for studying such an extraordinary phenomenon. Robert Warwick, who made the discovery using the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii, has acknowledged how the object's swift departure left numerous fundamental questions permanently unanswered. The enigmatic acceleration that Oumuamua displayed without any visible cometary activity continues to baffle scientists today, demonstrating the critical importance of immediate and comprehensive observation protocols. 2 years later, Gennady Borisov discovered 2 I Borisov from his private observatory in Crimea, giving astronomers a valuable second opportunity that was better managed but still limited by technological constraints. Mark Norris from the University of Central Lancashire has stressed that 3 I-Atlas represents our most significant chance yet to conduct thorough studies of an interstellar visitor, using cutting-edge instruments and globally coordinated observation campaigns. The enhanced detection systems of modern sky surveys, paired with instantaneous global communication networks, have enabled unprecedented real-time collaboration among observatories worldwide. These hard-learned lessons from previous interstellar encounters have fundamentally transformed how the scientific community approaches these exceptionally rare cosmic events. Future observations and implications. Will the next few months provide humanity with definitive answers about 3 I-Atlas's true nature, or deepen the mystery forever? Perihelion, on October 30th, 2025, offers scientists their best opportunity to conduct comprehensive analysis before the object begins its final departure from our solar system. Multiple telescopes worldwide are coordinating unprecedented observation campaigns using every available technique, from radio astronomy to gravitational wave detection, ensuring no potential evidence escapes analysis. The object will re-emerge from behind the Sun in December 2025, providing a final observation window to confirm or refute artificial origin theories before it disappears into interstellar space forever. Advanced space missions including MAVEN, Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, and the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer will attempt close-range observations during planetary encounters, potentially revealing surface details impossible to detect from Earth. Scientists are developing new analytical techniques specifically designed to distinguish between natural and artificial objects, creating frameworks that will guide evaluation of future interstellar visitors. The comprehensive data collection from 3 I-Atlas could revolutionize understanding of interstellar object populations, formation mechanisms, and the potential prevalence of alien technology in our galactic neighborhood. These observations will either definitively prove 3 I-Atlas is a natural comet, ending speculation about artificial origins, or provide evidence that fundamentally changes humanity's understanding of our place in the universe. The implications extend far beyond astronomy, potentially affecting planetary defense strategies, international space cooperation, and humanity's long-term preparation for contact with alien intelligence. Future detection systems are being designed to identify similar objects much earlier, providing years rather than months for detailed study and potential interaction. As 3I Atlas continues its enigmatic journey through our solar system, scientists race against time to unlock its secrets before it vanishes forever. Whether this ancient visitor proves to be a natural relic from distant stars or something far more extraordinary, its discovery marks a pivotal moment in humanity's cosmic awareness. The truth about 3I Atlas may reshape our understanding of life, intelligence, and our place in the universe. Stay curious about the cosmos with Simply Science. Like, share, and subscribe for the latest discoveries from the edge of human knowledge.